And if you are just joining us, hopefully you were with us this morning. Good morning and welcome to the bloodbath. May it continue for the next hour and a half and then hopefully bounce and then we crush them again tomorrow. I'm already starting to plan my attack for tomorrow. So if you are just joining us, welcome to the party. If you've been hearing me over the last couple of weeks, right, I wasn't trying to be subtle, super bearish. I got super bearish on the momentum stocks. I got you guys into these names. I'm going to take everybody out now. Space, rockets, robots, quantum. The only thing that's actually going to be bouncing inevitably will be the chip sector. Let the quantum stocks all go to zero. There'll be a squeeze inevitably because the shorters just got short, right? And now they're late to the party. They should have been shorting these 3 weeks ago. Inevitably, they're going to turn and they're going to get crushed because the late shorters always lose. But right now, don't take your foot off their throats. All of these stocks are Jerry Orbaching. If you don't know what the Jerry Orbach trade is, wherever they broke out from, they're going Orbach, Jerry, just like the Qs. And that's why I'm very passionate about being short the Qs. I think we're about to Jerry Orbach. And again, it's not going to be some, doesn't need to be a crash. Call it a mini correction, whatever you want to call it. But we're in it, and we've been in it, and it's continuing, right? For the first time in a long time, you're seeing rallies being sold into for the first time in 6 months. Well, let's see, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, basically 6 months. So there's a dynamic shift in the market. Also, UVXY confirming our bearishness. Reason to be bearish. Momentum stocks are the first ones to get hammered. Momentum on the way up is met with equal and greater momentum to the way on the way down. Buy on dippers are getting annihilated. Nuclear stocks, the metals, they were first. That bled into the quantum names. Quantum names lead into all momentum. Momentum is dead, right? So now that we have momentum to the downside, it's hard to break that momentum. So right now, keep your foot on the throats of all the complacent bulls. We're going to crush them. Don't let them breathe. When they capitulate, that's when we buy. You'll have a big monstrous red candle down, and you'll get a next candle that engulfs that massive red candle, and that's where you play a bounce. That ain't now. But it'll come. So again, what you're looking at now on my screen is a 3-month VWAP, but I really want to show you the most important chart because you don't see the intraday moves when you look at the 3-month. You want to go intraday 90 days on an hourly basis, and you see the entire market for what it is. A pump and dump piece of shit that's about to roll over and die. Scared you? So right here is the intraday low from the fake news that Trump put out crashing the market that Friday. But it happened, and it actually sold off even more so in the aftermarket. That's the aftermarket low, which is the 82.05, right? That's where I think we're going. We're going to test that low. But then I just use VWAP to do the math for me, right? So what I'm showing you here is, let me break it down even more so. So on a 2-hour basis, 90 days worth of VWAP. There you go. So that takes in the last time we actually sold off, which was the Apple earnings day when it reversed. And that created the truly generational low, the triple bottom on the Qs. Do I think we can get there? I do, but I don't think it's going to happen for real. I don't care if it gets down there. I just want these next 30 points. So I shorted the Qs once. I shorted the Qs twice. Right now, I'm actually short the other one, QTUM. It's not as awesome, but This is the quantum sector and some tech stocks rolled up into one. Big fan, huge fan actually of this ETF, massive fan. But I am short now, and I'm waiting to see if I can get another 2.5 to maybe 7 points out of it. It's really good. It's more than quantum. That's why it's not plummeting as much as some of the quantum stocks. Suffice it to say, shorting is now finally working. It's still going to be short-lived, and we're all going to die. Don't ever lose focus. So we want the squeeze to happen so we can short it again. I do think usually Thursday week, Friday week, Monday week, I think we're going to get the trifecta this time. And again, what I think is going to happen is irrelevant. I only trade what I see. And it's pretty damn obvious what the market's doing right now. So I do think these are the recent lows. That's the 90-day VWAP taking into all the sellers. So that's taking into consideration the last time we actually got scary. That was the Apple earnings day where it was up 6 points and wound up down 4 for the day. That was a massive moment. We tested those lows, and that began the new rally. So all I want, and it's not too hard, is I want the froth to come out of this market. I want there to be a reckoning like the Oracle trade. And like I said, it continues to be my favorite short. This was the most ridiculous move, I think, in the history of the market. To have Oracle gapping up 38%, already up 120% for the year, to me, this was the no-brainer short of our lifetime. And because this worked, and it worked fantastically, and it got back to its yearly VWAP, this is the Jerry Orbach trade. So you gap up, and then you roll, and you give it all back. All back. You gave it all back and then some. So this is the exact move that I think we're in with the QQQ. And that's why I remain bearish. And I think we can give back at least 30 points to the downside. And hopefully it happens tomorrow into Monday. Because inevitably, shorting will be short-lived and we're all going to die. But right now, the market's giving us permission to believe that we could actually go down. But you always keep in the back of your mind that shorting is short-lived and we're going to die. All right. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. And somebody was asking me about swing trading. Yeah, I'll become a swing trader again when the market crashes. You give me some Palantir back at, under 120, I'll start swinging it. You give me Tesla back at 285, I'll be a swing trader again. You give me the Qs back at 485, I'm in. But for now, liquid and loving it. 0 positions on. I got 300 shares of VICR. That's my entire portfolio, and I'm pretty ready to sell this thing too, because why even own stocks in a market that's going down, right? And it was at 100 the other day and just wasted $3,000 just because I didn't sell it. Anyway, doesn't matter. Portfolio management is all a bunch of bullshit. Let me show you some of these trades that we did today. UAMY, phenomenal action. So my name's Kenny Glick. If you're just tuning in, I have a trade that works every single time it shows up. Not just once in a while. Every single time the setup shows up, I make money on it. So I don't have to guess what's going to happen tomorrow or whether QTUM is going to go down 5 more points. I don't care. I have a trade that works every single time it shows up. And if I continue to take that trade, I know I'm going to make money. It's not a guess. I don't need to guess what happens to rigatoni tomorrow. I don't care. I stay focused intraday where we have control, and that control is awesome. So today, UAMY, you guys know this one, right? It was going crazy with all the metal stocks. They reported earnings. It gapped down, and then it broke VWAP. And then it went to the multi-day, and then it went higher. And you said, oh, man, I missed it. Did you? This is the fake out, shake out VWAP break trade, right? So the one that we love so much is that You want to trade earnings reports. You want to see gap down earnings. You want to see them break a new low, then break VWAP. Faux show, bro, VWAP break. And the trade, why it's so special, is that it replicates. So if you miss the first move, faux show, bro, VWAP break, right there. Breaks the VWAP, comes right back, breaks back over the VWAP. And at the time, you were going green. So it's a 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. And again, didn't have to go nuts. You know, I saw the faux show, breaks back above the multi-day. I'm in. And it was going green, 762. You buy your 2,000 shares. Goes back to the high of the day, sold 1,000. Goes to $8, sold another 500, rolls over, sell the other 500. Stock plummets, pat yourself on the back, winning. And then you say to yourself, well, I had some fun with it on the long side. Maybe I could get a short off on it. Right. Double tap at prior day VWAP, breaks VWAP from on top. You're a shorter now with a 4 cent risk right here. Short, get paid. These don't have to be hero trades. You don't have to be looking at 1,000% gainers or 17-point moves in stocks. You can make a living on a $7 stock moving in 30-cent increments. As a matter of fact, that's how I used to make a living. You traded one stock back and forth for a year. If you guys remember VLSI, for you old school traders, nobody even knows what I'm talking about now. I've been around a long time. We used to sit here just trading 3,000 share lots of stocks moving in eighths and quarters, and we make the living back in the day. So is Bandits. You find one stock that cooperates, you just trade the shit out of it every day. Like Open. How much fun are we having with this trade, right? But let me walk you through some of the names that we traded today and show you how well we did, because these trades continue to work. Even Cisco. Now, again, my brain didn't even want to short the stock, but I had to because I'm a fan. Stock's at 20-year highs, but it's just a stock that reported earnings, that rallied, and then rolled. I'm a shorter. Give me a rally and a roll, VWAP break, I'm a shorter. 78.15 gets down to 77.50, I'm covering. 77.50 gets me 77, I'm covering. And then it rips back above 77, I'm done. Winning. Can't take the money from us. Cisco short for the win. UAMI for the long. And then some company called Fly. Anybody know about this? Yeah, who cares, right? Did they report earnings? They did. What do they do? Nobody cares. Don't know what the company is. Don't care. Never will care, right? Firefly Aerospace. Right. Great. Fantastic. Probably does nothing. Serves no purpose. The stock will be at zero inevitably. Did they report earnings? They certainly did. Did they break new highs, then break VWAP? Certainly did. Short it. Did it go to the orange line? Yes, it did. Blue line to the orange line. As if the market was pre-programmed to do that, because it is. Blue line to the orange line. Cover. Done. Winning. Can't take the money from us. Trade's over. Another chance at it. This is what we call a kiss back. Kiss back. Underneath kiss back, a little how's your father? A little reach around right there. Fail. When you see a stock get back to the VWAP and fails to get over it and then starts to roll, new short with limited risk. So what you'll notice as we go through these trades every single day is that if you miss the first or second entry, just go back and stalk the trade. Go back and wait for the setup to reset up, and you get another chance at it. Such as the Qs, right? The short, when you heard me this morning with JC, as he's talking about how the market never goes down, I'm like, well, it's going down right now, so I'm shorting it. Boom. VWAP, multi-day VWAP collision, rolls over. You don't have to ask me twice to short the Qs. Breaks down. I'm in. Got paid. Got stopped out. Great stop. Had a chance to get short again. Rolls over. Didn't get short. Breaks new lows. Tests those lows. Can't get over it. New short initiated. Short the Qs. So now this trade's still on, but I have to be a little bit more cautious than I would be earlier, because now I'm in at a terrible price, but it's working. If I was still short from 620, none of this chop would be phasing me. But right now, I think we're going obviously a lot lower. I think the Qs are going to 582.50 within the next day or so. So if I can get in again with $1 risk, thinking I'm making 30 points, I'm in. All right, let's continue. You in the back, you paying attention? I hope you are. Right? And then we had Jumama. Somebody mentioned it this morning. I couldn't understand why the stock was up again because they had reported yesterday, and it was an amazing trade because we got the faux show bro VWAP break. And for some reason, it was gapped up again this morning. And of course, you give me a gapped up stock that breaks VWAP, I'm shorting. Boof, got paid, got greedy, had to get out because you don't want to stay short stocks that are breaking over the VWAP. And then it did the thing where it broke a new high, then it rolled. That's the finger of God. We'll teach you more about that on November 22nd. So I got short again with limited risk this time at 1085 using the 1102 as my out. And look where she went. Blue line, orange line, as if the market was rigged to VWAP because it is. Wonderful trade. Done. Can't take the money from us. And that's my story. Now, there were other trades to be had. I'm just highlighting some of the ones that I did. So then you got Serve, right? Was a big fan of this stock at one point. I'm not a fan of any stock now. Right? What do you see? You see how these are all the same trades, right? They're always the same trade. Why are we shorting the stock? Because it's gapped up on earnings. Why are we shorting the stock? It's gapped up on earnings and it's rolling over, breaking the VWAP. And it's breaking the prior day VWAP and it's breaking the low of the day. Short it. I don't care that you thought, oh, I wish I would have. Nobody's shorting it up here. Here you're thinking it's going to 12. But then it does that thing. And then it breaks the prior day VWAP and the low of the day. Short it at 10.15 using a whopping 15-cent risk, 30 cents tops. Stock gets hammered, winning. So what you're doing here with price action and VWAP is just identifying risk, and then you're letting the VWAP tell you, hey, I'm right. Let's get involved. And then when you have no VWAPs nearby, our wonderful algorithm grabs more data, and it gives you multiple time frame VWAPs on the fly. And if you see there's nothing nearby in 5 days, then you go back to just regular price action. And what is regular price action? $10 stock, quarter increments. $500 stock, you're talking about 2.5 point increments. So if you're still short this stock, look where it just went to, $9.50. This trade's almost done, right? So now you see that double bottom right there? Bang, bang. Where it broke and tested and left and lost the battle, that's your stop if you happen to be still short the stock. So what I'll show you on November 22nd, if you do join us on a Saturday, is how to stay in the trade, why you're putting it on in the first place, your proper entry, where those stops are, and then what happens when you start to milk the trade and how to adjust your stops once you're profitable. And that's all that trading is all about. Getting in is the easy part. Idea generation, simple. There's a million stocks every day to choose from. I tend to go with the ones that have the most action, which is the earnings reports, because the trades continue to work. And that's why we trade open every day, right? You don't got to tell me this stock's going to be active. Every day it's active, right? The shorts won, right? And then the stock has been notorious to crush shorts. How about a faux show bro VWAP break? And the longs got paid. Faux show bro, VWAP break. Longs got paid. And then you got stopped out. Nobody's buying here and selling it all here. And if you guys have any symbols you want me to look at, I will show you that this is not me just finding charts that cooperated with our setup. The setup transcends all time and space. The setup works. And when you find my wonderful setups that have been working for 35 years and they're surrounded by VWAP, that's like confirmation of what you believe already know works. Rollovers, which are the finger of gods, the opposite of the faux show bro. And the faux show bro, obviously you know what that one looks like. So let's go back to Cisco for a second. So annoying, and I'm bullish the stock, right? So right now it's on the cusp of getting the shorts out of the name. You're just in a tight range, right? So if you're short still, you're on the verge of halving. You're going to have to cover. And look at that price right there. So if VWAP is around the half number, I use the half number. So the if-then statement is if Cisco under 77.50, then you stay short. If above 77.50, you cover. And that could be an anomaly candle. I'm not sure. It does look like one. But let's go to that one. That's where you say, all right, I got to give up. But right now, Cisco's posture is giving you permission to stay short with a tight stop. And of course, the UVXY is telling us that shorting is permitted today. And that's the story. Cypher. Oh, God. The Winklevoss. These guys should be banned from the industry after what they did with this IPO. I mean, how disgusting of an IPO is this? I mean, you still haven't had a bid that lasts for more than an hour or so. Seriously, this thing had a bid for about an hour, about, what was it on the when it went to $20? Seriously, this stock has had a bid on it for maybe an hour since its existence. This is the worst IPO I've seen since NAVN. But NAVN at least is hanging in there. This is by far the worst IPO. And these guys should be embarrassed. But you know what? They're billionaires. I'm sure they're really concerned. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about anybody. They've already cashed out in their offshore accounts. They're probably shorting their IPO somewhere in Bermuda. You know they are. Billionaires know what they're doing. That's why IPOs suck. And this is why I'm bearish again. People were asking me the other day, why am I always super bearish? Because of Gemmy stocks. That's why. And that most stocks suck. And the whole entire market is a shell game, Ponzi scheme, pyramid that's built on absolute nothingness. That's why I'm bearish. I'm not dumb to fight it like I used to be, but I'm never going to be a bull because the whole market's bullshit. And I'm never going to change that attitude. It keeps me focused. So what price do we want to see on UVXY going into the, whoa, my God, you're talking about the weekend already? Let's get through today. If UVXY is above 11 tomorrow, all hell's breaking loose. Put it that way. Love sack, baby, love sack. Love sack. Garbage. Stock's going to zero. So no joke. It's over. Once it breaks 12, zero. By the way, let me just point out why I'm bearish here. This stock, FISV, they changed the symbol, by the way, which is hilarious. They changed the symbol to try to pretend the stock doesn't suck. Oh, you can't even see it now. That's hilarious. They changed the symbol. So FI, right? Here. This is why I hate the stock market. You're in a stock for 10 years, loving life. Man, you do no wrong. 15 years, the greatest thing, and then it gives back 15 years of hard work in a month and a half. That's usually what every stock I've owned looks like. Kind of why I'm bearish. For every Eli Lilly, there's 990 other stocks that look like this. And that's why I'm a bear. Plus, I worked at the worst brokerage firm ever. And then I worked at what I thought was maybe even the worst, and then the worst one of those, and even got worse after that. So I was just born into just the worst part of the industry, the boiler rooms and the brokers. And it just, I saw the criminality behind the industry. And then I became a market maker, which was even more dirty and disgusting and awful. Now, then again, being a penny stock brokers, there's nothing lower. There's no lower form of scum than penny stock brokers. Market makers are just right above that. But I've just been jaded right from the day I started. So, and listen, I will become the hugest bull again, just like I was with the quantum stocks and the space rockets robots. But it's 2 years ago I got bullish. People are hearing me talk about how much I love space rockets, robots, quantum, and AI and the chips. It was a 2-year run. Yeah. They changed the symbol to pretend that this never happened to their stock. And the crazy thing is it's actually up today. Look, their plan's working. It's a new company. It's so, oh man, it's just another form of just bullshit. Just another moment of bullshit. Changing the symbol. We know your stock sucks. So I could talk about what I hope's going to happen and what I think's going to happen, and then what I'm going to do. It's all different. What I hope happens is the market finds a bottom today, squeezes, rallies, and then closes. Gaps up tomorrow, where everybody gets this feeling of relief, and then relief turns into a rollover, which turns into which turns into fear, which turns into bloodbath, no bid Friday, as the Qs are down 31 into the close, UVXY at 1582 tomorrow, and everyone's running for the exits. I told you it's my time. I run the market now. And if you're not enjoying the ironic nature of this sell-off, you should. Because I don't even remember the conversation with me and JC. He's like, so now you're getting bearish in the most bullish time of the year? Yes, I am. Because the most bearish time of the year was bullish. So it only made sense. And again, if you think this is bearishness, what? We're not even down below 3-week lows. This is a fart in the wind. You show me 582.50 on the Qs, then we're talking. Then we'll see if you guys, if the bulls still have some balls. Because we start flirting with 3-week ago lows on Friday, yeah, baby. That's when the freaking red candles start turning into 8-point, 12-point candles with no bid. And I should have put my life savings on this Oracle trade. Next time I will. I've never been more passionate about a short in my entire life in a bull market, and it worked. This chart is why I'm bearish right now. I think the whole market's going to pull an Oracle. I could be wrong, but it smells like I'm right. But tomorrow, UVXY will be my master. UVXY above 11, I'm going nuts on a short position on the Qs. UVXY under 10, then this entire conversation is pointless, and we'll just go back to being bulls. So UVXY, I'm telling you, if you're not trading with UVXY in the corner of your screen always, you should. If you're trading without VWAP, UVXY, Kenny Glick, Solid Jello, hit the bid, and you'll be on the right side of every trade for the rest of your life, unless you choose not to be. Which, why would you? So right now I'm getting what I want. Shorts are starting to cover. I want to see a rally, which I might take advantage of. Coming out of the little faux show bro action right here. Some of the longs are already long. You're looking for that retrace. And again, that's where the stops are. So if they break through stops, then you get the retrace to the VWAP, which is the top of the last rally. So right there's what's about to happen most likely. You're going to break here. You're going to rally here and then rally and roll. That's when we get short again. But right now, the Qs are cover and possibly long down here. And the good thing about buying the Qs down here, if you're starting a position, is that your risk is right here. The most you're risking is the dollar. Well, $1.12, $1.20 now. And if you are looking at QTUM, right, we got 107.50. If I had some size, I would have covered some. I don't have enough. I'm just trying to milk it as much as I can. I just think we're going to, we got to test that double bottom. And if we get through there, I think we could get, another 5 points out of it. I'm trying to hang in there with it. It's very illiquid. And I do love this. I probably will buy this back because I had this for a while. Did all right. This was the quantum index, but it has so much in it. If I didn't show it to you before, go do some research. This is a very interesting ETF. Obviously, it's done very, very well. It's like a mini QQQ with some quantum stocks in it. Oracle kind of got to where it needs to be. What do I only do this because I'm lonely? Do what? Short the market? That's a funny question. I'm so lonely. If you know that reference, that'd be hilarious. Oh, so lonely. What show was that? Oh, that was Fargo. Oh, it was the movie Fargo, where the ex-boyfriend calls her to meet her at the restaurant. He's just some psycho. I'm so lonely. Sorry, I have movie Tourette's. Something reminds me of a movie quote all the time. I was on. Hey, listen, I'm not a day early. I was short today. I've been shorting the Qs lately, and I'm getting paid, which is different. I don't know, but I gotta tell you that Rambus trade, poof. I dollar cost averaged. I got my money back, and then I left the last thing on, and I just Jerry all back myself on this piece of shit. I cannot believe I let this thing drop 20 points. Damn it. America. Yeah, Landman. I'm gonna let that one fester in the corner over there. I have to get through Tulsa King and you're such a super lady, and I'm just so lonely. You know the movie. I'm so lonely. It's one of those scenes that nobody even knows that even happened in the movie. unless you're a freaking psycho like me who retains the dumbest quotes. Like my favorite quote from Die Hard, the original Die Hard, which is a Christmas movie. I don't want to debate about that. The greatest line of the entire movie, it wasn't, yeah, come see the kids. It'll be great. The best line from the original Die Hard movie is when the guy's in the sewer. Yeah, we're going to have to shut down grid 355. What the hell? Shut it down. Shut it down now. It's the best line of the whole movie. And that actor that was in, he's like a bit player. He's like in 1,000 movies. Shut it down. Shut it down now. My next life, I'm going to get back into the TV industry and I'm going to pitch the same show that I pitched 25 years ago. Like, I'm surprised a movie quote game show hasn't been created. I pitched it when I worked at Saturday Night Live as kind of like a they always do game shows on Saturday Night Live. And then I was asked to leave. Did you guys know I worked at Saturday Night Live for 6 months? And then I was fired. I'm still emotionally scarred. All right. Looks like the QQQ short, I'm not going to get another opportunity at a good price. They're not letting me. But you see how that price has kept our players short? We use exact price. So here's something unique. I want to show it to you. Maybe you were here, but I didn't. You just missed this moment. We were short the Qs, right? Well, still short a little bit, but you see how that price, the breakdown price is $612.84. That's my stop. Look where it went before. $612.77. 7 cents kept us in the short. And now that it just tried to rally and rolled again, now you lower your stop. So this is how you milk the trade, right? Every time it tries to do something, now you lock it in, right? So now you got the 610. You're supposed to cover some here because you just got to a big fat whole number. But, you're trading the Qs. You got to let it breathe. At least $1, right? So 610. You want to go 611? Nah. Let's go right to this last candle because I don't know I don't know how you feel, but I feel like covering. So I don't want to cover unless I have to. So that have to price now is 611.52. Right there. And now you can let it breathe. By the way, speaking of Fargo, that's one of the greatest TV shows that nobody ever talks about. They do a different type of episode or a series. So they took the Fargo idea and then they took other cases from like weird police cases and they made the show Fargo. It will not disappoint. If you haven't seen them, go back and watch every single one. One of the best shows that nobody ever talks about. Speaking of Landman, that what's his name is in it. One of the episodes, the guy that owns the oil company, that handsome devil who does all the voiceovers. What's his name again? Oh, I don't know. What's his name? John Hamm. Yes, he's an evil bastard in one of these Fargos. And then you had an episode where Chris Rock ran a gang and they were competing with the Italians and the Irish. Very, very well done. Just a great show. Oh, the Qs. Anybody still short? If you break down, well, let me hang on. Our other leader was calling us. Wait, didn't you say the Qs were going down to where? Didn't you give us the price earlier? Did you say 609.68 earlier? You're off by 20 cents, damn you. Oh, he's covering. Uh-oh. By the way, you want to know when the quantum stocks are going to find the bottom? We got to wait for somebody on CNBC to capitulate, talk about how they got in late and now they're dumping. That'll be the bottom of it. Yeah, or when no, well, yeah, no, he has to no. JP Morgan, now that he said he liked them at the top, he'll say, hey, I think I made a bad idea. I was a bad idea. And then they'll start to bounce. But this is all just, again, this is just the froth coming off the top of the market. This isn't really super, super bearish yet. We start breaking down and can't get back above some key levels. And then it's a whole different ball game. UVXY telling us that we're right about that. By the way, UVXY above 2-week highs tomorrow. I'm telling you, go get a loan. Not only am I buying UVXY, if this thing starts breaking out tomorrow, if we're buying UVXY calls on a Friday, you know all hell's breaking loose. So usually you get 3 days. You get 3 up days in the Qs and the UVXY, the market's in bad shape. So tomorrow's action in UVXY will be vital. And if we're looking at $11 calls on UVXY tomorrow, or let alone 1150s, the Qs are going to be at 590. Easy. Because I was born into it. I was born into the Qs. I started trading them at inception. Yes, I am that old. I was there when the Qs were born. Look at the Qs. So cute. Look at them. My Iceland trip? Nah, I need to I need to recover what happened to me on fucking Tuesday morning. I'm just made that money back. I got freaking hammered. I haven't got beaten down like that quickly on day trades in a long time. I got smoked. I mean, I didn't have a chance to fight back. I got hammered. That ASTS beat the living shit out of me. I mean, that thing, I dropped $2,000 on that trade in a blink. I was, well, what happened? That was just nasty. I should have shorted it the next day. Made my money back. Anyway, you know what? Actually, this stock, if it goes back to 57.50, that's the first. That's where I had bought this turn. I had bought, I was in the stock right on this turn, the faux show bro. I bought it at 40. I sold it 57.50. If I get 57.50 on this, I'm almost tempted to buy it back because it's where I sold it the last time I swung it. Or would it be swang it? Or swung it? The last time I swung it? Swung it. Past test of swung. But yeah, you get the idea. Listen, I don't mind being a swing trader. I was. We were swinging and swanging those rigatonis and USARs like champs. If they crash, we'll start taking some swing trades again. You give me some of these stocks after a capitulation, hell yeah. They'll probably have a 3-day rally sooner or later. Swinging and swanging. What haven't you seen? Taboo with Tom Hardy. I never even heard of that. Tom Hardy rocks. That dude is just, I just love that dude. He was in a movie where there was no plot and all they did was kill each other the entire movie, and then the movie ended. I don't remember the name of the movie. Some Chinese woman in it. There's a Chinese gang. The entire movie, they are just shooting each other from the opening scene to the end of the movie. I don't know what the plot was, but man, it was nuts. It was the dumbest movie ever. But Tom Hardy was just lighting the world up. All right. I don't know. I'm going to. Oh my God. Somebody knows about Sisu. Yes. Stop it. If you haven't seen Sisu, oh, man. I've seen that movie like 40 times. Oh, man. There's a movie nobody knows about. Yeah, Sisu 2 is coming out. Yes. Oh, Venom 1 was great. They kind of went nuts in the next two, but they weren't too bad. And what was the movie with Tom Hardy? And he's just it's just the craziest movie. He's like an ex-cop or something. He might have been a cop. It was almost as crazy as that Bullet Train movie where they were just slaughtering each other from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie. It's just so silly. Almost like RoboCop 2. That movie was crazy. All right, we're dating ourselves at RoboCop 2 now. Havoc! That's it! Oh my God. Havoc. You want to watch the dumbest movie ever, but it's a nonstop, just a nonstop brawl the whole movie. It's so bad, but yet so great. And yeah, I don't know. Havoc. Yeah. Insane. All right. Well, I got nothing going on. That's why we're having these conversations. I just waiting to get stopped out of these queues. They're not even, they can't even get us out, right? Oh boy. Oh yeah, I've seen Warrior where he has to fight his brother. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, actually, I like that movie a lot. Whenever you throw Nick Nolte in a movie nowadays, Nick Nolte, man, you could feel that dude when even when he threw him in the Hulk. He's into no matter whatever the role is. He's so into it. Love me some Nick Nolte. They threw him in that. It's actually sad. Just wants to reunite with his sons. Oh my God, Evil Dead. Yeah. What show? Oh, Taboo with Tom Hardy. Ah, I've never even heard of that. I'll check it out. I'm watching one of the silliest shows, but it's so damn funny. Resident Alien. It's kind of silly, but then it gets like crazy violent every once in a while, and it's the whole show is all these sexual overtones and innuendo. It's actually pretty funny. Yeah, Bullet Train. That was some cheesy movie. Yeah, but yeah, just killing each other the whole movie. Like I can't even watch those other ones. What was those with Keanu Reeves? That movie lost me. The third one, I didn't even watch the fourth one. What were those? Where he's got the great shotgun. He's got the Benelli semi-automatic shotgun, which is a great gun. If you guys are in the market for a semi-auto shotgun, go for the Benelli. And that's another reason I'm bearish the market. The IPOs stopped working. Right, the last 3 or 4 IPOs have been awful. This Gemmy's just something. That's something special. That's a special breed of awful. This Gemmy trade. But NAVN, this was some hyped up IPO that nobody even said a word about it. It opened up below the IPO price and has just sucked. We were getting IPOs. Every IPO was dipping and ripping. Maybe the Santa Claus rally be canceled too. I remember Santa Claus was kidnapped. What was that? 2018. Sitting there wrapping gifts with my wife, my little kids. I went back in the room and the market was tanking. I was like, "What?" Guys, remember that Christmas Eve? The market got annihilated. That you just don't see that, but it happened. Jemmy, yeah, but you know what? Under 15, here's your 1250. 1250 usually gets you 10. This thing goes on to 10, and these freakish twins don't put a fight up. I mean, support your own stock, damn it. Yeah, I mean, this is why I've been passionate about shorting the queues again. Well, Yeah, there was supposed to be news coming out. I forgot. I read one article about it. They say they're going to let go of the 25,000 minimum in the account, and each trade is going to be independent from the next one. I don't exactly know what that means. It sounds like if you have enough money in your account to cover the specific trade, then they're not going to count it as a pattern day trader thing where you can only do 3 in a week as long as you have the money in your account. I didn't really read into it, but yeah, that was supposed to be coming. That's supposed to be changing soon. And by the way, here's the flip note on the other side of this trade, right? Assuming that the market doesn't go down tomorrow, right? UVXY is going to be the easiest short because generally in a bull market, which we're still in, let's not pretend this is just a fart going on right here. But if UVXY does what it normally does, it collapses on Fridays, and we're usually bullish on Fridays. So if this thing is gapped up tomorrow and starts to roll over, it usually is the easiest short, and then the market stabilizes and we just have a green Friday. That's why it's so important. And a lot of these ideas, we're going to wait for tomorrow. I don't have to not making any trades tonight. But if the futures, been trading the futures lately. So here's your NQ. This the NQ is the QQQs. Today's lows hold, and we gap, and then we roll, and we break through today's lows. That's just Tuesday's lows, or Monday, whatever day that was. Clear shot to get there. We got to test that one first. And then we'll go back to these, we'll go searching for those last lows. And if we start cascading through all that stuff, I think it could get really nasty. Yeah, the Deer Hunter. Yeah, that movie, I saw it too young. I didn't know what the hell I was watching, and it like scarred me. Yeah. That movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. And now I watch it now. I got that residual like anxiety about it. It's not that movie's kind of annoying, The Deer Hunter. But just like when I saw Apocalypse Now for the first time, that movie will, it's like scarred me. Man, this market ain't going anywhere. UVXY is not really budging. So anyway, here's what you want to be looking at for the rest of the afternoon, right? Let's say we do stabilize midday, because usually when you're bullish, you'll come back and you'll stabilize and then rally into the close. If you're bearish, so if we stay under VWAP, and especially down at these lower levels, I think we'll make a run at least once today. But if we're under VWAP later in the day and UVXY still green, you could expect there to be a sell-off into the close. Again, another thing you don't see too often. That's why, the way to survive as a shorter, well, just like any other trade, it's if then. If this happens, then this starts to happen, and then you address it. right now. I'm kind of rooting. I wouldn't mind getting stopped out because I'm down to the last lot anyway. I'd like to reload with some size, so I hope we do get a little squeeze, gap it tomorrow, and then we'll smash it again. Again and again. What movie? You should know that one. It's classic. Again and again. I'll give you one hint. Cleft palate. No, that's Gladiator. And he's rubbing it into Maximus about the family. By the way, I've watched Gladiator 2 now again. I'm on my fourth time because I always give everything another shot. It's not that bad. Denzel Washington ruins the movie. He's just absolutely horrible. And they actually tried to give him an Academy Award for it. He was up for the Academy Award. He was basically Training Day Denzel Washington in a robe. Gladiator 2. I mean, it was really terrible. He was terrible. The movie wasn't so bad. But Gladiator 2, Denzel. Ever seen Training Day? Or, wait, what was it? Training Day, and you had, what was the movie where he was the drug dealer? That was King Kong's Got Nothing on Me. What movie was that? Well, that was Training Day. Where was he, Frank Lucas? Quitting while you're ahead, Frank, is not the same as quitting. Oh my God, Last of the Mohicans? Yeah, I could watch the end of that movie every day. American Gangster, yes. Very good. So yeah, basically, if you've seen Gladiator 2, it was Denzel from those two movies wearing a robe. And it was just silly. Okay, all right. Okay, we're in Rome. There's a lion over there. Okay. All right. It's terrible. Bad casting. All right. And if you just tightened up your QQQ short, we are finally out. We're free. All right. If that was you, well, that was me. I just covered. All right. Now that I covered, hopefully we get another move up. And if they go to 617.50 again today, that would be ideal. Let's see if we get it now. They just wicked my ass out of the Q short. I only had a little left. But I put a tight stop on because I want to be out. Because I want to believe that I'm going to get a shot at a higher price to short him again. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but I want to play something for you, and I want you guys to get excited and frightened at the same time. Did you ever? Was anybody trading during the flash crash? There was a guy. His name was Lichtenstein, and he does Squawk Box down on the floor, and he was trying to keep up with the S&P futures trading, and he's calling them out as the flash crash was happening. It is possibly the greatest market commentary in the history of ever. And there's one point where the 79s are trading, and it's just hilarious. And by the way, this Q short just got me out. You got to be kidding me. They're like, oh, good. Kenny put a stop on his last slot. Let's go get him. Look, that was me. You fucking hump. You son of a bitch. What are you kidding me? Really? You're telling me this market doesn't revolve around me personally? Really? Right there? Really? Oh, that's hurtful. Gotta be kidding me. I'm telling you, man, this market's out to get me personally. What? Come on, man. All right, I'm going to put this video on if you guys haven't heard it. I think you guys on the YouTube have to maybe, I don't know how to play it for you, but I'll try my best. Hold on a second. Let me get it for you. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it's fantastic. And this is what I want. The reason I'm putting this on is this is what I hope to have to happen tomorrow. What's his name? Liechtenstein? Flash crash, call Liechtenstein, flash crash, squawk box guy. Yeah, there he is. Here they come to sell him again. The moment where it was getting when he said that, here they come to sell him again. It was over. All right, enjoy this. I'm gonna go refresh my cup. I just got stopped out of my last lots of the Qs just right there. I suck. Wow. I'll be right back. Here, listen to this. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if I could play. If I could play it on here, I don't know how to play it on here, but I'll play it on the. I don't want to blow you. Oh my fucking god! They really just waited to get my last QQQ short off, you bastard! You got to be kidding me! Ow! Oh! Yeah.
At 79, he couldn't take it anymore. 79's a training. It's freaking awesome. Meanwhile, it wasn't awesome when that was going on in my life. I was naked 300 puts, and they all went to like 15 offer. I was down like $3 million in like 2 minutes. My kid was coming off the bus. I called my wife. I'm like, what's going on? I don't know. I think the whole world just ended. I might have to hit the road. If they call the house looking for money, tell them you don't know where I am. Hey, you guys into the crypto markets at all? A buddy of mine, he was a penny stock guy, and he's avoided crypto for the last 10 years. Normally, I would think he'd be getting into this stuff. He just got into one, and I don't know, he's in some sort of community now. Well, you always got to join a community, get involved in a coin. Anyway, you guys know about OPT? He says they're going to go on a a marketing blitzkrieg soon. Whatever. But yeah, if you guys are into crypto, you know they're all pump and dumps anyway. So supposedly this one's about to get pumped. If anyone's into worthless garbage crypto. OPT. I know nothing about it except this guy just called me out of the blue. I haven't spoken to him in about 1.5 years. And he's actually doing all right. He was a penny stock guy and actually gave us 3 out of 4 pretty decent penny stocks, which is hard to believe. But ever since then, I was like, you know what? He knows what he's talking about, at least. Anywho, all right, now I don't feel so bad because I think the faux show, bro, is upon us. So let's see if my stop out wasn't the worst trade of the whole freaking afternoon or morning, or what time is it? I don't even know what time it is. But if you guys are into the crypto, I'm coming out with my own coin. So put some money aside. It's going to be huge. And I just got to talk to some old lawyers and stuff because I want to do it the right way. Wow, my price seems to be the price. Look how you just kind of flirted with it now. So now if you don't break down and you turn on the next couple of candles, actually the Qs are going to be a long trade. So I might, now that I've covered, I might join in a long. Maybe. You know, I'm not overly excited about putting any more trades on right now.
Exactly. OPT, you know me. You didn't hear the 79s are trading? Oh, because I was playing them through the same computer that I'm broadcasting on. So maybe you didn't hear it? Oh, that's you, Aaron. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I shut the thing off. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Fa fa fo hi. You know what? I actually am entertaining the idea about going along the queues. So let me just get ready for that. So you got double top action right there, triple top almost. So what price is that? 11.50. And what price did I just cover? 11.55. I might, because usually again when you're trending down all morning, you get a reversion trade to the VWAP. And when you're trending up all day, you usually get a reversion trade back to the VWAP. So in this case, that wouldn't be too bad of a trade. 11.50 back to 13.50. All right, let's get involved. All right, I'm in. Can't do anything about it now. Let's go. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, all right. Oh, and right back to where I got them. What the hell happened to my order? Oh, there it is. All right. All right. All right. 87, 88, 89, and 90. Let's see if we can get something out of this long trade. Go, 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 go. Just give me 50 cents. You can have it. You can have it back. John, just give me a quick 50. I'm going to go get some lunch. Or breakfast, actually. 11.20. 11.20. Come on. Come on. You need 11.50 bid. Oh, hang in there, you dog. Yeah, I'll sell one share at 11.20. Oh, maybe not. Oh, so quick. So lonely. Oh, and then went the whole freaking thing right back to where I bought it. So gross. Looks like a sarid. Now, where's that one from? Come on, guys. $16.20 sold. There you go. All right, I just sold one. Now let's get some more. The answer is Revenge of the Nerds. Come on, man. Ah, looks like a sarid. Come on, Q's, you bastards. Get over that half point. Come on now. Giddy up. If you could just get over that 11.50, that would be not bad. We got to get that 11.50 bid. Let's go. Let's go, people. Come on, 50 on the bid. 50 on the bid. Come on, put on 50 on the bid. 50 on the bid. Am I going to get 50 on the bid? Here we go. 50 is on the bid. 50 is on the bid. Am I going to go? And I'm going to go to 11.75. 75. Going to get 75 on the bid. 75 on the bid. You want to put 75 on the bid? Here we go. Rally up to 75. 75 on the bid. 75 on the bid. Coming out 75. You're going to get 75 on the bid. 75 on the bid. Put 75 on the bid. Sold! 72! All right. Come on, give me some 612s now. kryptonite. Hang in there. Got to get 75 on the bid. Those 610 calls that we just bought are now 280. What 610 calls? Come on, one more push. Give me another $1. You can have it back. Go! Hang in there, kryptonite. No. $75 on the bid. Come on, one time. No. Hang in there, Buttercup. Oh. Tell me it's not a lot of fun trading with that song in the background. I just sold 61 1/4 on the way back down. I got one lot. I'm in from 60.87 cost average, so not bad. All right, I'll give you one more song. Let's see if Chub Rock can bring us home to 612.50. Come on, Chub Rock. Come on, Chub Rock. Here we go.
1990, Chub Rock jumps up on the scene with the lean and a pocket full of green. The green doesn't symbolize I made it on the top, but RoboCop last year was a shot. The tone of the Popeye cut shift your butt. Kids are screaming the media says what? Kind of music is this for you to dance to? The man with the plan and the band that matches. Leave the smack in the crack on the rock, on the ball and the knock and the smile like that. Leave the knife and the gun in the store and ignore temptation. Set violation. Racial game for this pain is a new rep. In your heart and mind, never forget you set. Walk into when you're walking, you don't just run. Black on black, remember that, it's important. Anyway, the shot of this one brings forth the fun. No hatred, the summer's almost done. No time to sleep. Jump in your Jeep and pump up the funky beat. Holy. Beaver goes off, you'll smash it, then trash it. You're too young to be plumped in a casket. Just get your boys and bring the noise and just swing it. And all the people sing it. Go, 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 go. Kids in the grips want dips on the big man. Can he come on, slow it down? I'm his number one fan.
Yes, I am.
All these kids realize
I'm the man.
6'3" and maybe a quarter of an inch bigger than last year, but still a unique figure. Rob Stringer, Doc, no Dinky, and Hot Dog know that I'm a man that was born to have a mic on next to me at all times, ready to kick around. That'll keep me out of financial bind. That's why when it comes to fans, I never meet kids on stage between Gates and Green. Always say hello, cause I'm a Marcello. Never try to play a superstar that's mellow. Cause if these kids don't go buy our records, we'll be has-beens and plus naked. So we owe them. So pull out your pen, sign an autograph, you might make a new friend. Just get your boys and bring the noise and just swing it. And while the people in the house
sing it.
Go, go, go.
612, come on, 50 cents more. Come on, let's get the whole thing.
All the people in the house, listen up.
man with the plan, and the man rips it up.
Reach the Howie G, good looking G. Swing a hot dog, doc, no butt, F, love, but
You know you love that song. I reserved that song when I really need a stock to go up. Anyway, all right, we got 612 out of it. That's kind of what I was hoping, but I want 50 cents more. But yeah, you know. Anyway, I didn't buy the options. See, the other guys in the room were trading the options. They were buying them here at $2. Hey, look, you got almost $3 out of it. I usually trade the stock. I bought 400 shares. Just, you know, that's what I usually do. 400 to 600 shares of the Qs. And again, that's all I was looking for. You know, get paid. Sold a quarter, sold a half, sold 75. And now hopefully we get 612.50. Because if we get 612.50 out of it, and then if you could break this, then you get the full-blown retrace. And it's a lot easier holding the last lot because now you've taken money off the table, and now you hang on for the bigger payday on the last lots. And if you're in the options, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother! All right, at least I'm not the only schmuck that covered at the worst possible price. See, I was one faux show bro early on that one. Little faux show bro. We didn't get the bro. Hopefully we get the bro right now if you guys are long the queues with us. Let's go. It's not my money. It's the Glick family. It's my Glick family trust. I'm in with the Costanzas. Susan's trust I trade. If you know that reference, you should. I'm trading the Costanza Trust Fund. See, that's scalping right there, baby. That's scalping, right? Minimum risk, but you got to take the quick reward, and then now you're on the other side. You try to milk it for a little bit more. All right, what's your favorite song for the make the market go up? I just used my two. What's your third? What's the third one? Oh, I know what it is. You guys are going to think I'm really old now. And if you guys know this song, not only are you old, but you're gay. What? This is what Big Al had me listen to when I was a kid. Don't judge me. Would you like to ride my beautiful? We could float among the stars together, you and I. Oh, we can go. What, you guys don't know the Fifth Dimension? Come on. Yeah, my dad, he never got into like the 60s music. He was more of a Jay and the Americans, Frankie Valli, Fifth Dimension, Warwick kind of fan. And doo-wop, of course. His best friend was in a doo-wop band, so I think I've been to more doo-wop shows than anybody here, that's for sure. I still love doo-wop. I love the oldies. And if you're coming to karaoke, anybody coming to Vegas with us, yeah, you'll get to see me sing and dance. It'll be a whole lot of fun. I got a table reserved for us at the karaoke, the barber shop. It's a speakeasy at the Cosmo. It should be a really good time. If you guys are coming to Vegas, I'm doing a VWAP recital or a VWAP, I guess a revival. in Vegas end of February. Man, how did we get the nut? Oh, get the gagooba gabagoo. Thought we had that half in the bag right here. Ah. Normally I would sell this at 75 on the way back down. I don't want to sell it, but I will. And I'm out. Good night. All right. I sold it. It's one of my rules. If I sell on the way up and it breaks my price on the way back down, I'm out. All right. That's it. I'm going flat again. Joey flat again. Used to beat me up on my way to Hebrew school. Good luck, everybody. I'll see you tonight. And yeah. I kind of hope we do rally again so I could smash it again later. But for now, I am out of here. I'll see you guys on the flip side. You guys know about tonight, right? Everyone's invited? Yeah? You guys got the link? Well, we're going to be in the old schmooze room. They're just rebroadcasting it to another room. So if you don't have access to the OG schmooze room, email me or get on board with that hit the bid free stuff we're doing. And I will see you tonight. It's bring your own beer as well as anything else. DJ's at 10. Grateful Dead at 6. 8 to 10, we'll do some commentary. Maybe we'll have some surprise guests showing up. I think Solid's going to be with us at 8. So it'll be a tag team kind of an event. All right. Enjoy your breakfast, and I am out of here.